Hi, folks. District Governor John Anthony coming to you again today with another Governor's Vlog. Today, we're going to be talking with past District Governor John Kramb. He's a legend in our district in that he has been around for quite a while, and he is one of those people you can always go to for questions and know you're going to get the right answer. John's role this year, PDG John's role this year, and for the last couple of years, has been our foundation chair. So, John, I'd like to introduce you. Why don't you tell the folks a little bit about what you do when you're not doing Rotary, and then tell us what your role is in Rotary in the past and currently.
Thank you, Governor John. I have, in my professional life, I've just started a new business where I work with business owners, helping them become destination businesses. I do this now on Zoom, and it's a program sort of way of helping people discover how to become a destination. Within Rotary, of course, I am the foundation chair for 7390, and I just picked up responsibility for being the End Polio Now coordinator for Zone 39. Zone 39 just happens to consist of the 22 districts that compose Region 39 is the 22 districts that compose Zone 32.
I think that's interesting the way you worded that. You said you picked up the responsibility. I look at it as you were given the honor. They don't tap everybody to do that kind of thing. So it's obviously your experience and what you've been able to get done that's made that happen. So congratulations.
I am honored to have been selected.
Yeah, that's fabulous. So, all right, so we're going to back up a second. And then we'll kind of hit some of that. So what does it mean? What's the foundation for, pretend that it's just you and I don't know anything, which is often
okay
between the two of us. Tell me what the foundation is and does.
The Rotary Foundation is basically Rotary's bank, and it's used to fund all of the marvelous projects that we take on in the way of global grants and club projects. And it's just how we fund those projects. It is one of the world's top rated foundations. We get 5 stars every year, and that's because we are so well managed. And it's an opportunity for Rotarians to participate in some very significant humanitarian projects.
So 2 questions come. How do they participate, and what do you mean by significant projects?
Oh, good question. Clubs or individual Rotarians can donate directly through the My Rotary webpage. They can donate through their club. They can send you or me a check, and we'll take care of it. Mm-hmm. Probably the easiest way is to set up periodic payments on your credit card on the My Rotary website. You Google My Rotary, and in the upper right-hand corner, once you've signed on, is a button that says Donate, and you just go from there.
That's awesome. So that money goes to a couple of different places after kind of percolating for 3 years. Can you talk us through that for a sec?
Absolutely. The money sits in a bank account where it's going to be building up interest. Of course, that's going to vary year to year. 3 years from the end of the Rotary year, which of course ends at the end of June, half of the money that the Rotarians from a district have donated to the annual fund come back to the district to fund district projects. And that can include things like club projects. And in 7390, clubs can apply for a reimbursement of up to $2,500 for projects in their community or even the world. In our district, we have dedicated 20% of our DDF, district designated fund, the Polio Plus, which is to help eliminate polio in the world. And then the rest we basically use for global grants, which is grants of at least $30,000 in one of these 6 areas of focus.
Which is awesome. We actually have an entire team of people that meet monthly to manage the money that we receive back from RI that was sent up to RI from our own members. And that team splits into item or events or grants that are happening globally and grants that are happening within the district, right? So the money is allocated in different ways, but it's all going back out into our community and our world.
It is, and it's a fantastic committee. I've heard of committees in other districts, and I think we are the gold standard for managing our money.
I think that that really has to do with the people that are involved. We have some great folks all across the district, Lancaster to Carlisle to Hanover, all over, Gettysburg, of course, that are participating in that committee. If anybody would like to participate in that committee, they should reach out to me. Greg Staub is actually the district governor-elect. He's the chair of the committee. So you can reach out to either he or I if you have a level of interest in being involved in the grant committee that meets once a month. So we talked about the grants, right? And I know that we could probably talk for an hour and a half about this topic because it's a passion for both of us. Can you tell me, I know you've been in different parts of the world and seen where some of that money has been spent. We could talk all day about the district grants where we're putting in park benches and trees and helping kids. I mean, it's just incredible what we do locally, but what are we doing globally right here from our own district?
Well, I can think of three off the top of my head. Number one, we have a team of people who are in the health profession. The basic people in charge of that are past District Governor Connie Sparks, past president of the Lancaster Club, Bob McClenathan, and then past president of Mechanicsburg North, Amy Spots. They go around the world and they do a lot of eye missions. And they get together a team of both opticians, optically trained people, and non-optically, and they take care of eye problems, glasses, minor surgeries around the world.
Right.
Second, past District Governor Kevin Cogan of the Carlisle Sunrise Club has done water projects, and I believe that was in Honduras. He does a lot of those in Central America. And then the member of the Hanover Club, I believe, Jess, has done heart surgeries in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And each of these projects has been funded with annual fund money, and they vary in cost. Now, my personal experience is in building schools, not building the schools, but providing clean water and clean toilets in Vijayawada, India. And Vijayawada is a hard to pronounce name, and it's in the southeast portion of India. And before COVID happened, we were ready to do another one. But that's not going to happen for some time. So we are providing real benefits to people around the world in this district or from this district.
It's amazing. When we did the $1 Million Journey, I learned a lot actually about many of the projects that have happened from so many different clubs in our district, so many different kinds of ways that they have helped people. Sewing machines to women in India so that they can start a business, and it's almost like a show them how to fish thing. We provide them with the opportunity, and then they build their business and support themselves and their families. It gives me a chill just thinking about the water projects that have been done, clean water, digging wells and putting in water tap. I mean, it's just phenomenal what the money from this district has been able to do through the passion of the people in this district. It's just awesome. So, and the great thing about it is it doesn't take a lot for every single Rotarian in this district to participate. Their money is going to fund all of that. Their dollars are being spread out amongst all of those kinds of projects, right? So
absolutely.
What would you say to the individual Rotarians in the district about that?
This is how you make an impact, positive impact in the world. And it's just wonderful. I've been fortunate to be able to travel to a couple foreign countries to see those dollars in action. None of it's wasted. We have very strict controls and reporting back to the Rotary Foundation. You talked about the sewing machines in Dhanbad, India. We initially were going to fund 100 of those. And that darn club in Dhanbad put together enough money to fund 300 sewing machines. Young girls and young women were trained how to use them and then given the sewing machine exactly as you said, so they could go out and make a living.
I love that partnership. It's not just our money. It's another club in another part of the world working with us financially and in partnership in every way to pull these together.
And a foreign partner is a requirement in order to have a global grant. So let's talk a little bit about polio.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm reading a new book by a fellow Rotarian. It's called From the Iron Lung to Iron Butt.
Oh.
It's about a Rotarian who contracted polio at age 1. He was in an iron lung for the longest time. He recovered a great deal. And now he's a fellow motorcycling Rotarian. And the Iron Butt Award is given to motorcyclists who travel a minimum of 1,000 miles in a 24-hour period. And he has done that. I tried one year and I found out that my limit is 647 miles. Anyway, he's talking about what Rotary has done to eliminate polio. And of course, I think the year was 58, but I may be wrong on that. Rotarians got together and they started vaccinating children in the Philippines with the polio vaccine. And the reason was because we had the then president of Rotary had a connection there. And the number of cases just plummeted of polio. Since Rotary's gotten involved in a worldwide project, we've gone from about 1,000 polio cases reported a day to this year. So far through the end of July, there have been 97 cases of wild polio reported. And those two are in Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Right.
So this is Rotary in action. I like to say Rotary stopped polio, but we still have more to do.
I'd like to be able to say that too. That's fantastic. So our goal, we're still raising money, right? I mean, that's our primary.
We are. And the things that Polio Plus funds are getting ice kits for the polio vaccine because it's a live virus, helping advertise or promote polio vaccines in the foreign countries, some on the providing the vaccine itself, some on administration. And we work with WHO and CDC and national governments. I have been very proud to have been able to go to India for 4 different national immunization days. And actually one year we had, I think, 16 members of our district go on a team. And that was actually my first one. That's where I got to meet the Judsons, marvelous people.
Yes.
And it's just a wonderful way to help the world.
I plan on having John May on. Past District Governor John May is our chair of the Polio Plus Foundation for our district, which falls under your kind of umbrella as the foundation chair for the district. And he and I have we're rolling out a program to raise more money this year for polio than we've ever raised before. But this video again could go forever. So let's just talk about what's happening tomorrow relative to your butt.
I am going on my annual cross-country motorcycle trip. People who know me know that I love to motorcycle. And so far, as far as I planned, it'll be about an 8,500 mile trip, winding up in Death Valley, which, as you know, is a valley of death. And I am asking people to sponsor me. Not a cent will go to my expenses, but if they will donate to Polio Plus, and I have asked Melissa to post the way that they can do that on our website, and they can also go to my Facebook page and find it. And my goal is to raise $10,000.
And so that link will also appear below this video when we post it on the page. I've already donated. My wife and I have donated already.
I appreciate you doing that. Actually, I've already raised, I think, $700, and I haven't even started.
Oh, that's fantastic. So how long, you're leaving tomorrow, how long can they donate? What's the time frame?
It's a 30-day window.
Okay.
And that's set by Rotary. It's a Rotary platform. So there's no third party that's going to get money. Well, there may be a little to cover the costs, but it's not like some fundraising organizations who get way more than half. This money goes to Polio Plus.
That's awesome. So we talked about the foundation, we talked about Polio Plus, we talked about your ride. One of the things I want to make sure we talk about on this video is your willingness to come to clubs and talk about the foundation. And your role as the foundation chair, you came to my club. It was the first time I remember having exposure to a deep understanding of how the foundation worked. I think you actually got on one knee and you had somebody stand up and and it was very well done, very animated, and it made me remember kind of how the thing works, because it's a little complicated. And so I would suggest that anybody who's interested in having John come to their club, reach out to him, ask your president to reach out to him and schedule John to come in. He gets very busy around October and November because November is foundation month, but willing to come almost any time of the year, except perhaps the next 30 days when he's going to be riding into Death Valley.
Not true. I have 2 clubs scheduled on my ride. Because
Is that right?
One is the club of a friend of mine who's way up in Canada, and another one is a woman I met on a Rotary Means Business out of Long Island. So, as you know, have iPad will travel.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, well, you heard it here, folks. He will come to you from wherever he is in the world and do a presentation on the foundation. John, is there anything else that we wanted to talk about that I missed?
I've become a broken record. Please support our foundation. It's how we do good in the world. That's right.
It is we like to say that the foundation is the lifeblood of service, which is the heartbeat of Rotary. And so without the goodness and the kindness of the people of the district giving of their own wallet, we wouldn't be able to do any of the things that we're doing. So I wholeheartedly appreciate everybody who gives. Our goal is to have everybody give something, even if it's $10. To have the entire district give would just mean how much it shows how much they support what we're doing. And there are levels of giving, and we talk about the Paul Harris Society and different things that we can get into later. Just try to make sure that you give.
Thanks for having me on, Governor John.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. And folks, if you have, again, we're putting together about 40 to 50 of these through the course of the year. So if you have an interest in being on to talk about what is your focus within Rotary, reach out to me. I'm happy to put it together. And you all have a great day, and we'll see you around the wheel.